Hello, gentlemen. How are we all doing? I hope that you guys are good. I just wanted to jump on here quickly, just to encourage somebody. You were 9 o'clock at night, Kendrick? Yeah, I just thought, let me just do this quickly. We had an amazing session yesterday, and I've kind of like been meditating on what we've been talking about. Um, because it's kind of like the thing that you ponder on is the thing that you meditate on that kind of like become a little bit more real to you, isn't it? And one of the things that I that kind of like stood out to me is when we're talking about consciousness versus fear. Because when you're talking about consciousness versus fear, okay, let's put consciousness aside. Let me touch on fear, because fear is real. Fear is always present. Fear is always kind of like staring us in the it always stares us in the face. And it's not so much about whether I'm without fear. The question is, how do I understand, or do I know how to deal with fear effectively? Because yes, we know that the word says that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and of a sound mind. But I believe when we're talking about a spirit of fear, it's like you or myself. That's when we're constantly walking in a spirit of fear, where you are fearful, but you don't even know why are you scared. You don't even know why you are moving. That might be a it might go beyond just you the outer experience of outer factors that is affecting maybe a decision or whatever it is that you need to make. That is as a spiritual battle. But when we're talking about fear, uh, or rather when we're talking about faith, it does not mean that fear is absent. It's when you and I are moving in the midst of fear. You are scared in your pants, bro, but yet you decide to move. Yet you decide to take a step of courage, a step of boldness, and still move. You don't even know how this thing will turn out, but yet you decide, no, I'm still going to go for it. And you are still scared, but you're still moving. And that's kind of like the thing that I wanted to highlight. It's not that you are not scared. It's not that we are not afraid. It's just that I know the God that I serve. I know what he has done for me. I know that he walked with me through the fire. He pulled me through the deep waters, and yet here I am. So who says that he won't do it again? And it's kind of like just recalling on previous experiences. um, and one of the things I think that will really help us to deal with fear is most probably to ask ourselves, uh, what am I afraid of? Why am I scared? Is to ask yourself, to ask myself that question, because sometimes we think we're afraid, but maybe it's not even fear that is holding you back. It's maybe just a lack of clarity. It's maybe just a lack of not seeing clear, as in what needs to be done, or seeing a full picture of what it is that you are going through. And once you start to see clear and say, no, this is not even as bad as I thought, so let me just move on it. So today I want to encourage each and every one of us. If you are at a place where you are maybe failing to move on whatever that's on your heart, ask yourself the question, what am I scared of? What is the worst thing that can happen if I move um, on a specific in a specific situation, or whatever it is that I'm working on? What's the worst thing that can happen? And I think when we ask ourselves that question, and you kind of like come up with some kind of an answer, then at least you can deal with it. Why? Because now it's a little bit clear. But if I'm not clear, then whatever decision I need to make will be kind of like very half-heartedly. I'll be very hesitant to make a decision or to move. Why? Because I think I'm scared. Or maybe you are not afraid, sir. Maybe you are just unclear. Maybe you're just maybe your head is just a little bit foggy. But yeah, but I hope that that is helping somebody. And remember, if if you know that that's something that you are afraid of, if I know there's something that I'm afraid of, one of the ways that you and I can overcome that is to do the very thing that we are scared of. Just do it, even while you're shaking in your pants. Just go and do it, and and at the end of the day, you kind of like figure out, wow, this was not as bad as I thought, um, but it will require some form of courage. All right. I hope that this was helpful. I hope this is blessing somebody. Listen here. It's the person that are willing to take the risk of being mocked. Is a person that is willing to take the risk of being looking like a fool, or looking like, uh, you know being laughed at, or whatever it might be. Uh, that's the person that is going to overcome when they move. Um, in the midst of having that risk of being made a fool of, being you know not in a place of discomfort. Yeah, because we got to move out of our comfort zone. That's key. Yeah, maybe you just enjoy being comfortable. Comfortable, yeah. But yeah, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's something that I've kind of like, you know I've beaten it. No, many a times you get to a place where you get stuck in your head. You freeze. It's like, okay, why am I not moving? Why no I'm not doing what I know I'm supposed to be doing? And you kind of like pull back. You'll have a look and see, all right, maybe this is why. All right, let's see how we can tackle it, and then and we go after our goals. All right. Okay, gents, I hope that they're helping somebody. Have an amazing Thursday evening. This is 9 o'clock at night, and Kendrick is coming to give a word to somebody. But yeah, I just wanted to come and hang out here for a couple of minutes. All right. Have an amazing evening, um, and I will see you guys very soon. Okay. Bye bye now.